I greet you in Jesus' precious name. I want to speak to you today about walking in the light. We've got to walk in the light. You know, you can go into a room that is absolutely pitch black and you get one little match and you strike that match, and what happens? The darkness just disappears. That's how it should be for believers. When we walk into a home, when we walk into a situation, I'm not talking about Bible bashing. I'm not talking about quoting scripture in the pub. I'm talking about walking in the light. People should see there is something different about that man. There's a peace about that man. I want what that man's got. That's what walking in the light is all about. When a little child can run up to you, a stranger at an airport, throw his arms around your leg and hug you and say, I love you. That is walking in the light. When an old lady can say, excuse me, could you please just help me across the road? That's walking in the light. Now, why would she do that? Because she sees something in you that she can trust. She would never say that just to any stranger, but she trusts you. That's walking in the light. My dear friend, in these last days when things are getting very dark and ugly, we should be shining as children of the Lord. Not spouting off, but actually living the life. If we go to Ephesians chapter 5 and verse 8, this is what Paul says. For you were once in darkness. Oh, that was for sure. I was in darkness. Folks, I tell you what, I didn't know where I was going or what I was doing. But now you are light in the Lord. Walk as children of the light. For the fruit of the Spirit is in all goodness, righteousness, and truth, proving what is acceptable to the Lord, and having no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather expose them. See? You know, it's so nice to see a young lady who loves Jesus, very attractive, very nicely dressed, so wholesome, speaking nicely and acting like a lady. So sad for me to see a young girl exposing herself to such a degree that young men don't know where to look. Shabbily dressed, scantily dressed, and foul-mouthed. Very sad for me, walking in darkness. To see a girl who will greet you, or a young man, it's wonderful to see, raise his hat and greet you because you're older than him, and say, sir, please take my seat. That is so wonderful. When I travel overseas, I'll go to a city like might be Atlanta in America, it might be London in England, and to get in a crowded tube and to see young men sitting down and old ladies standing, man, it breaks my heart. It shouldn't be like that, sir. You should stand up and let the old lady sit down. She's old enough to be your grandmother, never mind your mother. To see the doors open in that tube, you've only got a few seconds, and to see a young man run in and his young girlfriend running after him. You know, I want to give him I want to wake him up. Instead of him standing back and making sure she gets on the tube first. People are watching you all the time, sir. All the time. That car guard that looks after your motor car, when you give him a tip, don't give him 20 cents. He can't even buy a box of matches for 20 cents. If he's going to look after your car, don't give him anything less than a good few rand. Folks, these are things that people never forget. They are watching you all the time, especially those of us who preach. Okay? We can stand up here and we can shout the odds, but it's when you get out there, and it's especially when the pressure's on. I've watched it time and time again. I've studied people. I'll be sitting in the airport looking at them, and people are late, and then the real person comes out. Let's not do that. Let's walk in the light and bless folk. Until next time, goodbye.
We trust that you have been blessed by today's message. For more information, please visit angusbuchan.com.